I never felt like life was a failure for me. I just knew that I had gotten severely depressed and way off in left field. Living here made me realize that, there's a finite amount of time on this planet for sure. I was a resident here for 2.5 years back in 2015 to 2018. And I was arrested for domestic assault and violating restraining orders. Just having a mess of a time. I was drinking vodka pretty much every day and, going through some opiate problems and basically any prescription pills, or I guess by then I had graduated to primarily heroin at that point. And then alcohol when I didn't have any, so that was a brew for the storm that was coming. And then one night me and my ex-wife had a fight that got completely out of control, and I wound up in jail. For 6 months, got back out, violated probation, ended up on furlough. And at that point, I was like, well, maybe I need a break because what I am doing is clearly not working. I don't know, I was fortunate, I was in my late 30s and was tired and, I just needed somebody to shake me. That happened pretty much here. I had absurd levels of anger. I was pissed about everything. Definitely talking with the director at the time and just getting sort of advice as to what the next possible steps are. Not, forced in any one direction, but to have somebody help you frickin' slow down and stop being your own worst enemy. Because, largely, in my experience, especially in this environment, we are our own worst enemies, the know-it-all syndrome that everyone has. I just thought youth was behind me and whatever I was gonna do had already passed me by, and then you just start to see like volunteers coming through here who are happy, every time you see them. You're in an environment where everybody's just giving time, it's not stuff you're not, I wasn't used to. Most people are take, what can I, and that's not happening here. I know that things take time, and this gave me the appropriate amount of time. I was so lost that I knew 6 months wasn't gonna be enough time. A year in, I was still like, man, I ain't ready. So it gave me the appropriate amount of time because I needed a lot of time. I was super lost, like without a doubt. I mean, to the point where I just threw my hands up and said, show me something. Whatever, what do you got? Trying this was the best thing that happened after my implosion. This was definitely the start that I needed to, stop bullshitting myself. The first thing that you need to do if you're gonna, in my opinion, right your ship, is to get out of your comfort zone. As soon as you sign the lease in this place, you are out of your comfort zone. You're gonna be in a collection of people who all kind of get it on some level together. And then you're gonna be able to see what unconditional community is on some level. Because it's not everyone in the community, but there is a fair amount of people out here who actually care how strangers are doing, which is shocking for some, because, that just seems like some sort of fantasy Disney-like thing, but it's real. And take the time that you need. I mean, if you think you're just gonna walk in and do the smash course and be cured, I mean, it's an opportunity to literally change your life, for better. Because you need to redesign yourself. Do you need to adhere to everything that everyone says in any environment? Absolutely not, I don't think. But this will give you a lot of positive things to sift through and figure out what will work for you, what does work for you, what maybe captures your imagination to move forward. Whatever that may be. But it's definitely the opportunity that people need to move forward. It was for me, which is even hard to say now, because at first it was probably the last thing I wanted to do, but the thing I needed to do.